Central Arkansas Sugar Bear Basketball Report. Sponsored by 1037 The Buzz, AT&T, All Clean Restoration Services, Crane Automotive, AT&T Real Yellow Pages, First Security Bank, Sonic Drive-In, JJ's Grill, Zaxby's, and the Log Cabin Democrat.
Welcome to this week's edition of Central Arkansas Sugar Bear Basketball Report featuring head coach Matt Daniel. I'm your host Steve Owens, and got to play 2 games at home here this week, and it was a very productive week, I would say, at the office as far as this week goes, getting 2 wins and kind of cruising on and finishing up this homestand 3-0. It
was nice to get back home in front of this crowd, and you know, we played a pesky southeastern Louisiana team on Wednesday and had a better second half than we did first half, and then obviously Saturday's game was a big win for us as well. Obviously
last Wednesday, going back to that one quickly, Southeastern not indicative of their record, and a real way to show that this conference, every game, that there's going to be a battle every game, no matter what, no matter who you're playing, whether first or last place.
Well, and I think that the league is very good, and then that coupled with the fact that we're going to take everybody's best punch from here on out is kind of the grind that we need to get accustomed to very quickly. And you know, we go on the road this next week, and it'll be a team that they'll both be looking for us, even though they're at the bottom of the league. So every night out, like you mentioned, is going to be a tough night for us.
I think you bring up a good point that you've kind of seen this program as it's grown over the couple of years. We're not sneaking up on everybody. We've gone from the hunter to the hunted now, and it's taken a little mind change, hasn't it?
It really has, and it's made our non-conference scheduling tough, which is one of the reasons that we beefed up our schedule this season. And we're having trouble finding games for next year, but it was a good week for us here in the Ferris Center, and great environments both games, and we were sure glad to get 2 this week.
Yeah, obviously a great atmosphere, especially in here on Saturday afternoon for college basketball, men or women, in the way it played out, obviously with the win over McNeese, but just you got home and got back in front of these fans, and the Ferris fanatics really came out for you.
Well, it was one of the best college environments I've been in, and you know, I was an assistant in the Big 12 in the women's game, and the Big 12 consistently leads the country in attendance. But I'll put this environment, when it's packed in here, I'll put this environment against anybody in the country.
And how much fun is it to coach in a game like that?
As long as you come out on the end we came out on, it's pretty fun. But it was a great atmosphere, great college basketball game. It was the best college basketball game I've ever been a part of, and men or women. And my hat's off to an unbelievable McNeese team. I'm not sure how many more games, if any, they'll lose the rest of the year until the NCAA tournament. So we were fortunate enough to be able to get 2 this week, and proud to do so. You're
kind of able to get healthy here at home, and now, as you mentioned, it never stops. We've talked about the schedule before, and here we go again. We'll spend the next week out on the road, 2 games on the road this week.
It's the schedule has been brutal, to say the least, and our kids are fatigued from it, and we need that bye week. We need that week off, and you know, the way McNeese's schedule fell coming into the game, I knew we were going to have to make some adjustments with them having the 4 days off, you know, like we mentioned last week, and we were able to make some adjustments that stymied them in the first half, and they were trying to adjust with it at halftime, and we made some other changes and did what we had to do in order to be in the ball game and give a chance to win, and we had a shot to tie it up, to send it in overtime, and we were able to hit it and knock it down, and then it took us 2 overtimes, but we had played all night to get the win.
Well, we're going to take our first break here. When we come back, we'll take a look at a 71-54 victory over Southeastern Louisiana and take a look back at the McNeese State as well as we continue on here on the Central Arkansas Sugar Bear Basketball Report.
I'm Jay Myers with Crane Buick GMC, the GM Giant right here in Conway. We're proud to support the UCA Bears. Come let us show you that we're the best place in the state of Arkansas to buy your next vehicle. Best selection, best service, and best prices. Come see our full-service dealership, bring your UCA ticket stub and get an extra $500 off or 10% off any service visit. The GM Giant loves Conway and the UCA Bears. Crane Buick GMC, 1003 North Museum Road. Go Bears!
CraneTeam.com.
Hello?
Hello, Todd. Just calling to let you know I'm giving you the silent treatment.
So you're calling to tell me you're giving me the silent treatment?
Yeah.
Jen, this is like the 8th time you've called.
No, it's fine. My family has free unlimited mobile to any mobile minutes from AT&T, so I can call all I want.
I don't think you understand how the silent treatment works. Hello?
Buy unlimited messaging and get free unlimited calling to any U.S. mobile on any network. AT&T.
Welcome back, and the week started off last Wednesday night as Southeastern Louisiana came to town. You've had a lot of success against them, but it's kind of Jekyll and Hyde the way they play. Usually play good against them here at home, and then we go to Hammond, anything's liable to happen. You knew they came in limping, but still a tough test ahead leading up to last week. Right.
We knew they were very athletic and they drive the ball very hard, and we didn't start off on a good foot, which has kind of been our MO as of late, and we were down at the half, and they're a team that is very, like I mentioned before, pesky. They're dangerous all over the floor, and they have the ability to get different shots, different looks, and they came in here even though they're one of the lower teams in our league and led us at the half, and we had to fight back, which we were able to do in the second half of basketball, outscoring them 19.
They're a rebuilding squad. They had a good mix of older players that we saw at the starting lineup, but their bench was mainly freshmen. You can tell she's trying to rebuild things down in Hammond.
She is, and she does a good job, and we have a good cat and mouse game with scouting reports and play calls and such every time we face each other, and I know that they'll make necessary adjustments to try and get back at us when we go to Hammond, and hopefully we'll be in a position where we can compete and hopefully still win on the road.
Nakia Guide knocking down a three from the left corner, one of the few three-pointers your team hit in the first half. Their defense kind of, I guess I won't say it was unexpected, but they kind of did some things defensively, kind of threw us off a little bit on the first half.
They did. They had they did a good job of bluffing at shooters and then getting back and containing penetration, and you see they have a defensive miscue right there. It leads to a layup on us, but they can attack the basket just like we can, and they were able to hang with us in the first half, and so we knew it was going to be a tough battle in the second half, and that's what we talked about at halftime. Made the necessary adjustments and came back out. You see their shooters all over the floor. Summers right there, number 11, knocking down another three, but we were able to answer the call. We didn't necessarily knock down the shots we needed to, but it was a great rebound by Courtney Duver there, and then a good move for the putback.
You were down at half, 24-22, which, as we mentioned, nothing new. That had been the third straight game you'd been down at the break. But what surprised me is they didn't get down. Your team did jump on them in the first half, but they responded and came back and played pretty good basketball.
Yeah, the teams in our league are not going to go away. I mean, they're not going to go away. And I've already started looking into Northwestern State as we're looking at these highlights from Southeastern. But at Lamar, they were down, I guess, 18 in the second half and fight all the way back. So the teams in our league are not going to. It's a very competitive league. They're not going to quit no matter what the score is. It's bigger than the score. It's just an environment that has become tough to play in no matter where you play in this league.
As you see, Megan Herbert, she was Miss Steady once again, 26 points to lead all scorers here. She's going up again. She kind of went on one of her little runs of her own, and in your outside shooting, you shot 67% from the field in the second half. Really kind of able to get what shot you wanted against the younger team in the second half.
We were able to get the ball where we wanted it to go, and we were able to get the matchups we were looking for. As you see, Brittany Gowans there off the bench with a big three for us that kept the run going for us, and they just don't quit, and it again and again, possession after possession, we'd throw a blow, and then they'd throw one back, and we'd throw a blow, and we were just able to throw more jabs at the end than they were. And you see BG again on the feed, post feed to Megan on the high low.
And that's one of the underrated things about Brittany Gowans is her ability to find open players, especially in the post like she does. She has one of the better assist turnover numbers when she's in the game, and she does a great job finding open teammates.
I've even looked to playing her at the point some because she does see some things that other people can't see. That's one of the things about our bench. We've got a good rhythm, good flow going, and our bench knows that it could be their night any night, and it just kind of depends on what we think the situation calls for. We'll do different things on the floor. You see Meg there on the pick and pop on the three because they're trapping ball screens. So it's a good team. It's a great team chemistry, and it's fun to be a part of.
As you noticed, Desiree Rogers there hit the three-pointer. Anybody can hit a shot from anywhere on the floor. Your team went 4 of 5 in the second half from the three, and then here on the next time down the floor running the lane, senior to senior there, Dest and Nakia Guyden for an easy bucket.
Yeah, it was a good press. They got up and they tried to press as the game got late, and we were able to get into the open floor, and when we get in the open floor, we're pretty good against any team, and Des made a good play there. This young lady right here has a good post move, but we made adjustments according to the scouting report. Meg knew the scouting report, and so we were able to get the stop right there, and then they had to start fouling to try and stay in the game.
And you went to the free throw line, hit free throws, and able to really put more distance in. This game might have been one of those you might consider closer than what the score is, but you're still able to walk away with a 71-54 win.
Yeah, I don't care if it's 1 point or 17 points. We'll take it any way we can get it, and we were able to knock down free throws at the end to spread the gap a little bit.
So you won your 4th game in a row, which was the 3rd 4-game winning streak this season, and up until Saturday, you weren't able to break over the 4-game winning streak, but you ended up 15-4 overall, 5-1 league play. And you got through that, I don't know if it's a trap game you might call it, but you got through that game against Southeastern Louisiana and then able to solely focus on the task at hand on Saturday in McNeese State.
Yeah, solely focus is a broad word given the fact that we only had 2 days turnaround and we're trying to rest legs and things of that nature, but we were able to make necessary adjustments to give us a good shot heading into Saturday's game, we felt like.
And we've seen that. For whatever reason, the schedule has not been, I won't say kind, but it's been a challenge. I'll use your word. It's been a challenge, and only having a couple days to turn around and play McNeese, and they were fortunate enough, I guess, on their end to play a home game on Monday instead of Wednesday and have that extra time to get ready to prepare.
I think so too, and then that's what we needed to do we needed to make adjustments in order to give ourselves a chance to win, we felt like, and our team adapted to that, and that's one of our belief systems is adapt and overcome, and so we were able to do that, and turned out to be a good environment for us on Saturday.
Well, the Sugar Bears were able to adapt and overcome and take care of Southeastern Louisiana, and we'll come back right after this and take a look back at the McNeese State Showdown.
Welcome to Moe's and great eye-opening moments.
You guys are skins.
Need to regain your swagger? Our new taco stacks are filled with Moe's famous queso, 2 crispy corn tortillas, fresh veggies, shredded cheese, and all-natural cage-free chicken. Then folded and grilled crispy, making everyone feel tougher. Well, almost everyone. Moe's, feed the moment.